Somebody call the law. Somebody call the law. It got to be illegal for me to be so raw. What up, though? Heist man, the folk talk that talk, ghetto news and opinions. Man, we got to know how to control our kids, man. We got to learn how to control our kids. And we also got to learn to keep our hands off other people's kids. I don't know if y'all heard about this, man. We got to talk about this story right here, man. We got to talk about this woman who went to a basketball game and couldn't control her kids. And when she couldn't control her kids, somebody else tried to control her kids for her. And she wound up getting into an altercation with the person that's controlling her kids. That's why I say you got to learn how to control your kids. And you got to also learn to keep your hands off people's kids. Look at this situation right here, man. I'm going to show it to you right now. Look at this.
Shows the parent hit the principal. She's knocked to the ground. Police say she noticed young children walking onto the court while the game was being played. You can see the principal getting up so the little kids didn't get hurt. At least 2 times she pulls the kids back while the game is in play. At some point, Plaquemine Police Chief Stephen Angolio says words were exchanged, and the mom was having none of it.
The principal sitting in a chair, the lady walking.
She put her hand on her
Chief
first.
Stephen Angolio says words were exchanged.
She did. She did.
That's 2 times she pulls the kids back while the game is in play. At some point, Plaquemine Police Chief Stephen Angolio says words were exchanged, and the mom was having none of it.
The principal sitting in a chair, the lady walking by with 3 kids in tow and one of her friends. And the principal asked her, they keep your kids off the basketball court, disrupt the whole game. She obviously took offense with that, and you see her move in on the teacher puts her hand up to kind of keep her off, and she just punched her, knocked her out of the chair.
Surveillance footage in the school's gym obtained by the WAFBI team shows the parent hit the principal. She's knocked to the ground.
This wasn't excitement from the competition, you made a bad call on my child or anything. This is a woman that was there with kids that was disrupting everything. I don't even think she had a child in the game at all. And she wasn't watching her kids, and when somebody told her you need to, she didn't like it. Okay, I see that. Now, I do want to say I did see that woman put her hands on that woman first. The principal did put her hands on the teacher first. She did invade her space, 100%. She did jump up in that woman's face. That woman did touch her first, so I didn't know that. When I first heard about this and seen it, I just seen the little shove. And this is nothing but a shove, first of all. It's nothing but a shove. I'm trying to make sure the woman didn't say she had no medical injuries, because that wasn't shit. Now, let's keep it real. You got to control your kids, man. Sister, control your kids. I hate that type shit right there. That's one thing I cannot stand, is when somebody cannot control their kids, man. Whether it's on the airplane, whether it's at the grocery store, whether it's at anywhere. Control your kids. Going on vacation. I used to go on vacation, me and my wife and our kids, and we go with some of our friends and their children. Hey man, get your kid. Hey, yo, your children. Control your kids. I can't stand that, man. One thing I can't stand is I'm seeing people walk down the street with their children. People have their cell phone in their hand. The kids behind them or in front of them. Your kid need to be on the inside of you. You on the street. You walking. The car can jump the curb. Boom, hit you. You understand? I hate shit like that, man. That's a pet peeve of mine. Control your kids. Now, this woman 100% should have been controlling her kids. She had a fucking child in her arm. Kids running. They on the court. Now, you know what can happen to them if somebody hit them on that court? I need to see this again, man. I need to see this, man. Hold on. She got a baby in her hand. Like I said, she didn't even have a child in the situation. She didn't even have a kid to go there. Hold on, man.
Shows the parent hit the principal. She's knocked to the ground. Police say she noticed young children walking onto the court while the game was being played.
Look at that. And the principal did right, man, but she didn't even touch them, harm them kids. I mean, that's why I say you got to keep your hands to yourself also. Keep your hands off other people's kids, because you don't know what nobody going through. She did nothing, but she works with kids every day. She is a principal. She works with students. She can guide your kid off the fucking, man. Hold on.
Played. You can see the principal getting up so the little kids didn't get hurt.
Right.
At least 2 times she pulls the kids back while the game is in play. At some point, Plaquemine Police Chief Stephen Angolio
Don't be running up touching my motherfucking kids. Don't put your stinking hands up.
says words were exchanged, and the mom was having none of it.
The principal.
And look, why homegirl come out of nowhere? Her homegirl in the blue.
Words were exchanged,
Look at it up here in the blue.
and the mom was having none
See what they get.
of it.
The principal sitting in a chair.
And you just knight in shining armor, white man. I ain't see nothing. You ain't see that woman hit her first. She did hit her first. The principal did touch her first, but the woman was in her damn bubble, in her space. Big shout out to the principal, man. Big shout out to the woman defending her kids too, I guess, because you got to play both. I got to play both sides of this. Not that I do know right from wrong. That's why I did preference this by saying control your kids and don't touch nobody else's kids. Because that's what happened. If she never touched that woman child, it wouldn't have been that way, man. She did not have to get mad about it. That's crazy, man. Control your kids, man. Because this is very unnecessary. That was very unnecessary. You in public, man. You in public. You embarrassing everybody. This type of behavior just, it gives them ammunition. Like that woman, she was trying to protect your child, man. If somebody would have I don't know how big these kids was that was playing this sport. Let me look, man. They don't look too big. They look like elementary school, middle school. They're like middle school, man. But somebody running towards you cannot, and the kids were little. Why is they that close? Why they not sitting down? Why they not sitting down, man? Big shout out to the damn principal, man. I got to give her props and her love, man. She ain't say, hey, y'all moving her. She carefully guided them out the way, trying to be nice and helpful, man. She tried to guide them kids out the way to keep them from getting hurt. And they said she did it twice. Twice, man. Hold on, man. We got to see this one more time. I got to see this one more time. I just got to see it, man.
Shows the parent hit the principal. She's knocked to the ground. Police say she noticed young children walking onto the court while the game was being played. You can see the principal getting up so the little kids didn't get hurt. At least 2 times she pulls the kids back while the game is in play. At some point, Plaquemine Police Chief Stephen Angolio says words were exchanged, and the mom was having none of it.
That's wrong, man. Shorty, you wrong for that. You wrong because you didn't keep an eye on your children, and you wrong for jumping in that woman's face and doing it to her. You was in her face. You was the aggressor. She got the right to say, hey, man, move, get the fuck back, move, okay, cool. I won't try to do nothing but help your child move, and get hit or pushed, because that wasn't really that much. But, yo, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. I go live on the channel every Friday at 9 p.m. talking about something. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be about. I just know I will be live and it will be Friday. And that's all I got to say about this, man. I know where this can go at, where it can lead to. I know who wrong and I know who right. The white lady right this time, y'all. I'm sorry. The white lady right. She ain't got to do nothing but protect them little kids, man. Get them out the way. If one of them got ran over something. I done seen situations, man, when people didn't protect their kid and something happened to their kid, man. And that woman was doing the Lord's work, man. She was doing somebody's work. She was doing a matriarchal thing. Is that a word? Matriarchal? A matriarch thing. She a woman. She protecting kids. She a principal. She doing her duties, man. And your ratchet ass come over there with your head wrap, and I got to be that way now. I got to say it. You was ratchet. You ain't even have a son playing. They say, I don't know, you might have had a grandbaby or something. But you go over there with a baby in your arm. Your 2 babies down there on the floor. Or 2 kids or somebody you knew. Somebody you knew you had to defend because you wasn't protecting yourself. You wasn't keeping an eye on your kids. Not protecting yourself. You wasn't keeping an eye on them, man. That's your fault, man. You dirty, man. Ain't gonna get up in that defenseless woman. You know you had the upper hand. You know, she ain't coming for no smoke. You the one came with the smoke. You know what I mean? So you was the aggressor. You probably gonna be banned from watching them. Whoever you was going to see play again. You assaulted the woman. I mean, kinda, because she kind of put her hand on you first. but you was the aggressor. So I don't know the legal jargon for this. I just know somebody right and somebody wrong, and it was very unnecessary. But like I said, we definitely gonna be talking about this Friday right here on this channel, because I go live every Friday at 9 p.m. talking about something. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what it's gonna be about. I'm never gonna be about. I don't know what it's gonna be about. I just know we'll be live every Friday right here on this channel, man. Come through and holler at me. Hit that like button, the comment button, the share button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, all them good buttons you gotta hit to get this pimping that I'm putting out when I put it out. And like I said, I go live every Friday at 9 p.m. Come through, join the conversation, and holler at your boy. Heist Man the Foe. Talk that talk, ghetto news and opinions.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
All right. This time, but I'll be back, and sooner than you think. Wherever there's prejudice, ignorance, inequality, I'll be there.